you good there? Okay. Hello, everyone.
Nice.
Transitioning from that LXL, I think we were showing the trailer off there, part of the trailer off, into actual Lapis Labyrinth, which is what we were playing today. We are playing on the Nintendo Switch today. I think we've been playing on the PlayStation 4 for the last few weeks, but this is the Nintendo Switch version. I'm here with John, who has worked on the game and localization. So if you guys are or have been playing the game and you have any questions after playing the game, definitely hit up our Twitch. We're also on Facebook right now too, and we will be answering your questions about that. But pretty much, do you want to give us a basic overview if anyone hasn't seen LXL yet?
So if you haven't seen LXL yet, it's a really awesome action platformer RPG. There's a lot going on. It's actually a pretty simple game inherently. You have your main character who you can choose from 8 characters.
Yeah, we're the shielder right now.
Right, you can actually have a party of 4 and they stack up on each other. And there are 8 classes.
These are all our classes. We have all 8
of them here.
I used all the alternate hairs, or one of the alternate hair colors and the alternate actual hairs or faces.
Yeah, and they each have their own strengths. But basically the goal is just to go into dungeons and get as many items as you can find.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of gem explosions. We aren't starting directly from the beginning. In the last few streams, we ran through the forest area?
Forest and the desert.
Yeah. Now we're in the aqueduct, which is what I personally think is where it starts getting hard.
Yes, for sure.
So it's going to be a lot of good concentrating.
Yep.
Currently, I think we're running Shielder, Hunter, the Destroyer, and Gunner. I kind of picked Gunner just because he was there. I just needed a 4th person. I usually run Shielder, Hunter, and Destroyer because I like them.
From what I've seen, a lot of people use Gunner. I think it's difficult to use him because all of his skills are like you kind of have to aim them.
They have an arc to them usually too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch to Hunter just to speed. I totally missed that. But each character has their own special abilities, and if any of you guys want to know more about the individual characters or why you might want to use them, let us know. Otherwise, we can just go over those anyways. I like to feel
I know that a lot of people have been asking some questions about items and blacksmith, kind of those later game things where you're trying to maximize your party. So if you guys have questions for items as well, how to use any of the features like the trader or the blacksmith, or how to use the embed or tempering systems, just let us know.
Definitely a lot of things you can spec our characters into for resistances and stuff. And plus we have like each item tends to have maybe 1 or 2 special thing attached to it.
Yeah.
So if you guys have questions about maybe what the best would be for those, I'd be happy to go into those. We have a couple items already. I'm kind of just picking and choosing what I want to use.
Yeah. A lot of time people in the beginning, they get stuck with that. I know that in the beginning it's pretty common to get the runic enchantments. Yeah. And that's the one.
Be careful with that one.
Yeah, that's the one that will allow you to deal more damage, but at the cost of taking off the EX gauge, so that you can't use you can't use your team attack as much. Yeah.
I am definitely checking my items more often now, just to make sure that they aren't runic, because it makes me so mad when I'm like, why won't my meter build? And I'm like, I probably equipped that dumb thing again. Yeah. Also, beware of anything that says garbage. I think I have I don't think I have any equipped, but sometimes I'm not paying attention when I equip things.
Yeah, it's another thing to look out for. There are those enchantments that aren't the best.
Yeah.
Are intentionally there to.
They're intentionally bad.
Yeah, they're intentionally bad, so that might be something to look out for.
I think the aqueduct is one of my favorite maps. It's a little blue. Oh, I got the pink too. I collected all the purple diamonds. I don't know if they have an official name. I just call them purple diamonds. When you collect all the purple diamonds, your exit portal turns pink.
Yeah, pink or red.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. dark pink, light red. One of those. Right. It was like slightly confusing when I went to play on the Nintendo Switch because I had to run it a little bit because like the buttons are all the same. It's just I had to think about it for some reason because I usually did it on the PlayStation 4.
Yeah, it feels a lot different. And it's taking you much longer to kill.
I can't stand the snail. The snails and anyone with a shield, they just block your attack. I do like the gunner's team thing that he does, where all the
spike bomb things, the mines.
Or is it, who's shooting out all the green thing? Maybe it's an item I have equipped. Because when I do my team assist, I get all these green balls shooting out. They do a lot of damage. I like them. I might have equipped a weapon or an armor that does that too. That's why you should definitely actually check out the different stats under items. And don't just equip random things like me.
Need for squeed. That's funny.
We're gonna get that squeed. Squeed might be in this level. I know for sure it's in a really high level, but we're not getting there. It's like level 8 or something.
Unlock something. Oh, just found it for the first time.
Oh yeah, cause we just did the first quest, so she always I think told us a little bit about it.
Yep. This is kind of where the little bits of story here and there about the world comes in. It's not too much, but it just kind of gives you a little bit of an idea of what the world is like.
Build her up. Let's keep going. I don't know how far we'll get. We'll probably definitely get to the next area.
Yeah.
Granted, we don't die a lot.
Yeah, I think the last 2 streams you were able to get all to the last boss each time, but yeah, if this one's gonna be harder, it might be more difficult.
Yeah, the last boss was like I don't know what it was. It was kind of scary looking. Enemies bouncing on things is like almost as bad as them having shields. So when they're bouncing and have shields, it kills me. So many snails. I can't stand snails. I save up my assist order so I don't have to deal with snails.
Oh, those balls.
Yeah, those green balls. Like, I'm pretty sure.
Gunner.
I have, because he definitely does throw out his thing. Like if I just throw him,
yeah.
Throw out all his stuff. Oh, just gonna fall all the way down. Them, but that's fine too. I will accept that move. I was trying to switch to Destroyer. I like switching to Destroyer when it's fever mode because nothing can hurt you and the Destroyer is really squishy. But he also like one-hits things sometimes.
Dio was asking if you voiced the title in Neo Atlas.
I did. I did 2 of the trailers.
Wow.
It's because I played a lot of Neo Atlas. So that was kind of fun actually. I played a lot of Neo Atlas, more than I needed to, because I really like that game. It's so hard because I can't jump.
Oh no.
We're gonna switch. Oh no, I dropped him. I did find out that I ended up losing a head in a boss battle. Like I didn't technically lose him, but I did drop him. But right when I was going over to him, I also hit the boss, and the boss died. And when they brought me to like the winner's stage or whatever, my head wasn't there anymore.
Oh no.
Because it takes you away, it like transports you slightly.
Yeah.
So if your head's just, it didn't matter because it was like last level.
Right.
I felt really bad because I saw him sitting there, and he definitely wasn't dead. But the transfer, he's not on your head during the transfer. He's not coming with you.
No man left behind.
Yeah, no head left behind. We'll take a look at some of the weapons give. I don't know if we got some new stuff we can equip, which would be kind of cool. Check out. Oh, I don't want to go down. I want to go up. I mean, I want to go up. No, I want to go down. Sometimes you go up to go down. There it is. Maybe we'll run it in Dungeon Ghost again. I really hope we don't, but...
Yeah, now that it can get a little frustrating to try to run away from it, but...
Like, a little earlier, I was running one of these levels, and I got lost. And when I get lost, that's always when Dungeon Ghost comes, because I'm spending like 2 minutes running around the exact same area as the area.
Right.
Oh, that was quick.
Wow.
But I was at like 10 seconds left, and I just found the area I was supposed to go to, and then I got stuck in an encounter, and I used, assist order to clear it really fast, and I hit the exit portal at 0 seconds.
Yeah.
I was like, oh god. I was afraid Dungeon Ghost was going to appear right in front of me, because he tends to do that,
right.
to show up right in front of you.
Yep.
Oh, it's not good. Dungeon Ghost is mean. Maka412, welcome to our Prinny squad.
Any chance this will get a PC port?
Probably no plans at this time. I think that's our answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not yet, but
yeah, not
what'll happen in the future.
At this time. We have no news of that at this moment. Okay, let's check out our party. I can switch up some of our guys too. I know maid's always popular. I'm trying to remember which button removes people. I'm gonna add the maid into our squad. She's got the dark brown hair going. It's pretty cute. I think I like the short hairs on most of the characters. And then we have to respec everybody. And I do the really probably not advised way of just doing the most rare items and equipping them.
Yeah, it's a good way to do it in the beginning.
Yeah, like it gets a little different. Like this is damage to aquatic monsters. I think technically we're in the aqueduct, so that's probably pretty good right
definitely.
now. So we're gonna do that. We're going to see what we got here. Imbue water. Do water damage. That'd be pretty cool.
1%.
Slime eraser. 1%. Let's see. We got some green weapons too. Winged attack. Let's see. Winged monster. That's pretty good too, because they have a lot of dragons in there. Let's see. Armor set. Increase damage to armor monsters by 15%. Ooh, more damage taken. I don't know. I'm already taking a lot of damage. I might do the winged one, just because the dragons kind of almost won't hit you.
They're pretty hard to deal with.
Aquatic sounds. Yeah, we'll do aquatic for that one too. Let's go back. Now we gotta get some armor. Shielder only uses shield, but I'm tempted by this. Maybe. Yes. You know, I'll do it. I'll use the better items instead of just picking the ones that are the highest.
Yeah. Right. I think Shielder is the only one with a unique armor item.
Yeah.
So I don't think anybody else has a one that's specific for them.
Yeah, because when we like check it, you can see all the heads up there, and only the shielders is lit up.
Yeah.
So if you ever can't use it, like I think this one, yeah, that's for the witch only, but we're not running the witch.
Oh.
Let's see what else we got. Let's get some. We got a lot of boots. That's pretty good. Oh, it went down too far. Yeah. Let's give him some boots, and then we'll give the maid a bronze plate. That sounds good. And so we have a couple of these right now too. I think I like the studious one. Yeah, it gives you more XP.
More experience.
And then you get a little bit of a special attack on that one. This one, it's not super important that we have burn resistance. I know a level where that is very, very important, but this one is not that. But it has the critical damage increase, which is kind of cool. This blade tends to have the runic blade attached to it, but this one doesn't. This is a demon card, but you gotta be careful. The one that messes with your meter is let's see, anything with like runic, right? Yeah, runic blade.
Yep, that's right.
Also, there's garbage on this one. Oopsies.
Especially that. Reduce 38%.
Yeah,
this
don't
level
equip
38.
this.
Yeah, you might be like, oh wow, this is rare. It has a level 38 passive on it.
Yeah, don't equip those. Be very careful with garbage things. They're not good. I'm gonna equip something else to our maid because we got some we increased our whatchamacallit, so we can hold more things. Oh wow, we got a lot of medical kits. I kind of like these ones. Escape. That's for when we're in our treasure chest mode.
Yeah.
I believe. Resistant to all species damage. Oh, I don't want to do that. No. So you got 2 P's in escape on this one too. You know what? That sounds good to me. I want that one.
It's safe.
Yeah, and then we can equip some candy. Candy will heal us. I only have 1 candy.
Cool. Got 5 more points, but
yeah, there's only so many points our arm has. And then if this is our lunch lady, we could buy stuff from her. She unlocks after the first area, and then you get new food after every once in a while per area completion. So this will like fill up with like I don't know how many total, but I've seen like 7.
Yeah, I think there's like at least 6 or 7.
It's good looking food, and then we have our lady who gives us our gear cost.
This is super important, right?
I am below money on that. However, I could get a gummy and not a chocolate, but I like the gummy because it looks like a little slime. And then all these characters that adventurers are just our characters that are sitting around here. It's kind of fun to just see them. But we do have the blacksmith.
Yeah, you want to show them a little bit of the upgrading stuff?
Yeah. So we can enhance, maybe ideally something that I'm actually using.
Right.
Let's go. I probably could have gone the other way. That's fine. Which one am I equipping? Oh, maybe I didn't. Oh, whatever. We'll do this one.
Yeah, someone had a question about durability earlier and what that means. So whenever you embed or temper something, it'll cost durability. So it's on the bottom there, on the left, next to the gold and own gold, you'll see the durability and current. The current is how much durability the item that you've selected is, and then durability is how much it costs to upgrade. So items with higher durability means that you can add more enchantments to them and just keep upgrading them as long as you have the materials for it.
Yeah, and we can get the materials usually from the trader.
Right.
It costs money and material to get materials, I think.
Yeah, the rare ones you'll need to exchange other materials.
Maybe we can go see if we can find some scrap in her anima, maybe. Right. Just kind of flip through her exchange stuff. Let's see. We got any scrap? Scrap.
Yeah.
For scrap. Scraps. Short word should be easy to see.
Yep, and as you play through the maps, like when you unlock more levels,
Oh, I don't have enough magic.
you'll be able to increase the stock that she has in these. So if you don't see something that you need in the trader shop, just play through levels and you'll be able to see them.
Cool. Alright, let's go get another quest. Just kidding, I wanted to go home apparently. I hit that too fast. Alright, so we're gonna keep making our way through the aqueduct. I do like the quick menu there, so you don't have to run around the entire town every time.
Yep.
I might leave it on Shielder for a little bit. My tank boy. Stuff out.
Bam.
So mad. They're like the Shielder, they're just too tanky. I do think the guys with the shields are worse.
Right.
Because they take like absolutely no damage until like you use that special move that'll get behind their shield. I love the maid's cheer she has.
The hearts in there.
Yeah, she has little pom-poms too. I do think we're gonna have a vote go up for today's Thursday. For Tuesday's game. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna let the mod maybe confirm that that's going up. I don't know what time it's going up. It'll just magically appear, but this time it's not gonna block any special maps like last time. Because we don't really need to know where we're going in this game. What is he doing down there?
Oh, thief.
He's the guy that steals your heads. No.
Nice.
If your head falls off, he grabs it and he just runs away. He's a jerk. I really like the maid. Oh, look at all these slimes raining down. Slimes always have slimes inside of them too.
Yep, super annoying.
And like, I feel like sometimes you can get them and then other times you're sitting here like smacking 50 of them because someone a bunch came out. I don't want to go down there.
Good for combos though.
Yeah. There we go. Slap this one. Okay. There's a lot of good purple gems here. Oh, I did. I don't know if I can reach that. Oh, wrong way. Good random strat is if you need to reach a higher place, Hunter's good for getting that extra boost. Especially when you lose heads, because when you lose heads you don't jump as high. And so when you see that treasure that's suddenly out of your reach, it hurts.
Yep.
But if you have the Hunter, you might be able to reach it. Alright, we're not gonna eat our candy. Our maid will heal herself when she levels up. I'm gonna trust that she's not going to die before that.
Oh, okay. Raindrop.
Oop, that threw
Wrong way!
It's fine. We're good, we're good. It's hard to know which way you're facing sometimes, and it's easy to get stuck facing a direction without realizing it. I like the Hunter for her moves that she can kind of dash through things. Oh, you're gone. Okay. Goodbye, crab.
And you guys found some really good team compositions. I know that some people are saying they're using Necromancer and Hunter. I wonder if anybody's kind of figured out the Witch and Maid. I think those are a little more difficult characters to do, but...
Because the Maid has like kind of a special thing that she does, right?
Yeah. Her passive is that she weakens enemies whenever she hits them.
Mm-hmm.
So... yeah, it's a little bit tricky because you had to switch between the maid and the other characters, but...
Alright. Oh, I was about to switch to the lift and I realized I just ran down myself. Liftcats, he's my favorite NPC, I think. So we're actually in the dusty area now.
Yep.
We'll end up in the aqueduct. I don't like these guys to blow up. Just gonna face them. That's totally fine. These slimes, they do the spikes too, so like you're forced to fight them in a small little area.
Yep.
And
Get
it's
smacked.
instant health like damage. Just all these gems. Sometimes I like to try to see paper mode before, like right before I get out of a level, especially if you know it's going to be a boss level. You can do a lot of damage there, and it's a little hard to actually build up hero mode during the boss fights. Is it based off of killing?
It goes faster when you hit stuff, yeah, but when you're in a boss fight where you're taking a lot of damage just by being in the fight, it can be difficult.
Yeah, the little minions are very, very fortified in boss battles.
That's right.
I usually ignore them, or at least try to ignore them, and then just deal with the boss, because the boss is the only one that matters in that one. Keep taking down these little areas.
Right, getting that timing for the boss fight fever mode is pretty difficult, just because it triggers by itself, so...
Oh, nothing happens too. We go for. There was that one boss fight that we did last time where the floor was only spikes, and they had those moving platforms, and I got stuck underneath them. I couldn't jump above it. It sucked.
Kind of like this, but more extreme. More of the yellow ones.
There was like really tiny ones, and then you couldn't. You really had to like, I think, aim to jump in between them, but I kept hitting it with my face.
Yeah.
It sucked.
I think we have a unboxing trailer where did they include the gameplay footage?
I'm not sure. I didn't actually watch it.
Okay, then we don't have footage of it, but someone will.
It might be on our Twitch. Keep some of our videos up for a short time, I believe. I don't remember which one it was. Holy dragons! They're all gonna go away now.
Shield, Bishop, Gunner, and Witch. It's a pretty good combination.
Yeah, Bishop's
defense
really
and range.
nice.
Yeah, if you can manage those ranged characters, I think they can be really good. Especially when it gets harder, you don't want to be as close to all the enemies because of all the damage you take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to try to not use the Bishop in battle, so I can just throw her out for healing
Yeah.
in emergency. I
Right.
get scared if she gets like too close to death.
Yeah.
I'm like, just please, you stay on top. Don't come off there.
Yeah, she's tricky to use as fighter too. Like her down special, and also tricky because she's doing it on the ground. She'll do like a dive bomb, kind of like the shielder.
Yeah.
They have similar mechanics in their down special where they jump up and then leap down, but if you're in the air, they'll just go straight down.
Yeah.
And then the bishops will make lightning bolts that go across, so it's kind of hard to aim.
Like her up is definitely confusing for me because I'm used to the hunter being able to like throw
Yeah,
herself
exactly.
up, but the bishop actually jumps in the air shortly and fires down.
Right, yeah,
So it doesn't really
fires
work
down.
when you're on the ground.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of tricky to get a combo with because if you're trying to hit enemies above you, like she doesn't really have much that she can use to hit enemies above. But when they're on the ground, she's really good at that.
These crabs block too, I forgot about that.
Necromancer is also a really tough character to use, I think. Just because you kind of have to figure out how to get her skulls out, and then her skills are pretty good, I think, but she's definitely more challenging because she has the mixture of the range and the melee.
I do like the little ghosty boys that float around. They're super cute. This game itself is just really adorable.
Yeah. Additional classes. We're not planning right now for any DLC, but of course things change. So
we will definitely let you know on social media if there's any updates to the game. So stay tuned for that. Also like to call out that we did say we would be doing giveaways soon. I would like to say that we're going to try to plan that for next Tuesday. So definitely tune into that stream. We'll also post it on social media first. So no promises that anything will happen next Tuesday, but we are going to try to get that up and running. So definitely check out our social media. The giveaway on stream will show up on there first, so you know ahead of time if we're doing a giveaway. But yeah, should be a good time. I believe we're gonna do things like giveaway games. So if you guys want to tune in for that.
Can I participate?
I don't think anyone who works here can participate. I don't know what game we're giving away yet. That's something we have to look into. But again, yeah, check out our social media for that. And then we should be doing regularly after that, once we have all our logistics figured out. This guy.
It's tricky.
I like that the slimes bounce up though, because they're bouncing into my sword. And they're just doing the work for. Oh, that stupid block. There we go.
It always surprises me that Destroyer always has the lowest HP.
It's so low compared to everyone
It's like
else's.
almost a third of the hunters.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's why he's my
it's almost a third of the shielders. Yeah, but the fever mode is pretty crazy.
And then we switch him out so he does not die. It was interesting because when I switched the characters, hairs. I actually didn't realize how much I relied on looking at their hair because I was looking for the hunter to like switch to her, and she
Like
usually
the red
has blonde
hair?
hair.
Oh, blonde.
Yeah,
right,
she has
right.
blonde, and then I kept switching past her because I was like, where is she?
Looks like the maid, huh?
She has like blue hair. Oh,
blue, yeah.
the pink too.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, I don't usually change her hair. I think I usually keep it blonde.
Yeah.
The maid I've seen before, and the destroyer's only difference is that he's wearing the mask now. And
Yeah.
I think I changed his scarf. 'Cause his scarf actually changes instead of his hair.
Someone asked what the filling up the whole bar does. So you just solo unlock the red portal. That makes difficulty a lot harder when you go into it.
Wait, I'll just
So
do that.
she wasn't in 4-9, but now she's in 12. So it makes it a lot harder for
That's
you.
cool. We beat it anyways.
Oh wow.
I play this game a lot.
It's the flying damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Always make sure you get all of your chests. Sometimes they're hiding. I haven't been paying attention lately, and I've been running past them, but usually they're 4.
There it is.
If you see 3, there might be a 4th one hidden back at the entrance. There's a specific map that does that, and if we see it, I'll go back and get it. Oh yeah, we have enough.
This is Switch, yes.
Yeah, we're playing on the Nintendo Switch today. The previous times we were playing on PS4, but it's pretty much the
Yeah.
same, I'd say. I don't really see any difference at
Yeah,
all.
they should run the same.
Oh, just kidding. I tried to recruit more people. You can actually recruit more people, I believe, after a certain level, because you get that unlocked in the trader.
Right.
So if you wanted to have like 4 maids or something, I don't advise that. I've tried it. I don't advise it.
It's difficult.
Very difficult. They're not meant for that.
Yeah.
Let's change up our party. I'm gonna keep the shielder and the destroyer, and let's put destroyer back on, and then we'll do let's try a necromancer and the witch. I really like the necromancer with blonde hair for some reason.
Yeah.
I never used it before, but it's pretty good. Alright, we're gonna quick equip a bunch of stuff. This should be fine as long as nothing says garbage. Gotta keep an eye out for that. Alright, I'm just gonna go for the straight armors here.
Reaper, after 5 minutes, is it beatable?
I did try once. I didn't try very hard. I'll tell you that. However, I was smacking him and I didn't see his health bar going down. Though granted, I was on a very low level.
Yeah.
So he's definitely hittable. Like
Yeah.
he does have a collision when you
Yeah.
hit him, and he does have a health bar.
Right.
I just didn't see any damage getting done, and then I got scared and I died.
Yeah. So far we haven't been able to do it. We haven't heard of anybody able to do it, but the game is released now, so if you guys are able to do it, please share it with us. We'd love to know.
I think I'd like to get to a higher level before I like officially try it.
Yeah.
Because you can get some pretty nice stuff in shorts in the back. Oh, the
no.
second I took her out, she just got smacked. Okay, we got a witch. I do like the giant fireball. Oh, there we go. That's the one I wanted.
Yeah, the shield, some people said that the shield abilities, like from the shielder or the witch, aren't that effective. I think for later levels, you might try wanting to use them, especially for the bosses that have like kind of the bullet hell type mechanics.
Yeah, bullet hell it gets really scary at some point.
Yeah.
Definitely in early levels you can kind of make it through with whatever team you want to.
Right.
Though I do recommend Hunter. She's pretty good. That was like the first one I played, and she's very easy to get used to.
Yeah, she's fast, she gets through the levels really quickly, and for harder levels she's great because she can dodge attacks while she's attacking herself.
Yeah, she's got a lot of cool moves where I think like her up, if you do up and then into down, that's like my favorite combo, and then you can go aside from that too.
Yeah.
We have all the other purple diamonds in the top left over there filled out. I hate flying encounters. I keep bouncing to kill them.
Yeah, and the purple diamonds you see in the level do look the same as the ones that are on the left, but they don't actually have anything to do with each other. One is for using your skills, and one is for making so you can actually just go to the next floor. So they're not related to each other. If you want to get more of those purple diamonds, those actually happen whenever you're in fever mode. You get buffs. And so Laura just got one right now. So
Yeah.
she had 4 diamonds, and then she got an item from fever mode that gave her 1 more.
You were kind of blocking the thing that was behind
yeah.
us, but
Oops.
it was there.
Yeah,
we
it's
just like totally blurred
over in
ourselves.
this area right here.
But yeah, you see like the numbers are ticking up, and then occasionally it kind of like almost like a tiny roulette kind of thing.
Right.
I believe there's a place to see what all those items are. I just don't know where it is.
Mods are saying hold ready to go at 5:45.
Okay, so in 15 minutes we'll do the poll. I don't remember what's on the poll, to be honest. But you guys can vote on which game you want to see on Tuesday. Oh no. Oh my gosh.
Oh, real
I
tricky.
keep thinking
oh,
she's...
tricky. Oh no.
I didn't
Goodbye.
realize her health was gone.
Rest in
That's
peace,
fine.
Necromancer.
It's fine. We're fine. This is why you need to pay attention to your health. I have the time. Am not paying attention. Oh my god. There we go.
You get it. There you go.
It's okay. We're gonna run shielder for a little bit. I don't know who had the flying damage on them. Oh, just kidding. I'm gonna lose all my heads. This is fine. I think this is. Oh no.
You don't want to go to the next floor before you pick up your heads. That's
Yeah. Do not leave your heads behind, because
Yeah.
like even if you accidentally go through that portal, I can't get back there right now. I'd have
Yeah.
to find. I'd somehow have to find my way back there. It's not open yet. Okay, that's fine. We're just gonna like tornado them away. Those dragon things kind of look like fish to me. Fish dragons
Yeah.
do so much damage, especially when they were shooting all that goo at you.
Yeah. Those do a lot of damage.
Ooh, more fever mode.
There you go. Hit.
It's always snails. I should just do it. I do like when the encounters give me treasure chests now. No, it just makes me feel like the encounters are getting harder when they need to reward you for them,
Right.
as opposed to just getting rewarded during a boss battle.
There it goes.
What really hurts is when your fever mode ends right as you attack one of those shining walls. And
Yeah.
you did attack it, but you attacked it like a millisecond too late. Oh, these blues. I don't want to.
Oh, sister shielded block. Oh,
right, I
that took a lot of damage.
Oh, that's because I shouldn't be the destroyer.
You can also throw your shielder out. That one's really useful. Like that green circle with the
Yeah,
the
his
shield
starfish. He's just like
Yeah.
starfish pose.
Yeah, that's actually an invulnerability zone. So if you go into that, you can't be damaged.
I like how he moved his arms. He's just kind of like spazzing out there. Like I'm so bad at throwing my heads. I usually throw all of them at once because I forget that I can throw them individually. It does become a very like high mechanic game. We have to remember all the things you need to do, all the like, stats your characters can have, or different abilities that work well for each other.
Yeah. So if you get a red portal on every single floor that you go through in a level, it'll make it really, really hard at the end.
It's like, oh cool, you did it. Let's reward you with even more hard.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, you get a lot of extra stuff for it, so
Wait,
it could be
there more
worth it.
treasures? I need to check. I don't know. I don't think there's more in this one, and it makes me sad because that was only 2. I feel like I deserve more. Whatever. I'm gonna leave.
Disappointed.
Yeah, well, it's like the one time they did only give me 3, and I'm like, oh no, there should be another one. And I went
Right.
back, and there wasn't one. I was real upset. Let's see. That's a Cypher Axe. They're both shiny, extra shiny. So the extra
Ooh, that
sparkly
one's a good
ones.
one.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give that to my Necromancer. Though the higher the star, the more equipment cost it is too.
Yep.
So you gotta kind of manage what your guys are holding. Let's see, I think it was this one, right? Yeah. Does anyone else have anything that's like really nice? No, you're good. No, you're good there too. Okay. We are at 39 anyway, so we should be good there. Let's accept a quest. I might hit the lunch shop too, just to see what kind of boost we can get from our favorite mayor and lunch lady. So we can do, is this 50% HP or attack?
Attack sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
Attack it's always good.
And that's only for this quest line, or is it only for the level?
It's for this next level, yeah.
Okay, cool. Forest area. Oh, I see this area.
It was so long ago. We were fighting bees and
Yeah.
tentacle plants.
Some of these areas start to get really familiar too, because you will end up in the same areas. This one I remember very well. There's always this fever button here.
Button.
My favorite fever button. I gotta get up to top. Oh no. Why are these blocks always blocking me?
I think you just answered your own question.
All these bees too. I'm gonna destroy it from the bottom. Hey, if you can also hit things through walls, for sure, always do that.
Yep.
That's
Destroyer is great for it.
Yeah, if you can, the walls don't matter in this world. If you can reach it, it's yours.
Oh, so much damage. Hey, twin roll. The replayability for stages. The stages are usually the same. Some things might change around a little bit, but for the most part, it's pretty much the same. You won't see certain areas being blocked off of the others. That's because the game really wants you to go through stages really fast and learn the best paths to go through so that you can get a really high score by completing the level with as little time as possible. So we don't have any random generation or anything like that. I think the portals might move around, but the layouts of the dungeons don't.
Yeah, I've definitely seen the exit portal in different areas,
Right.
so I don't remember if that's because I was entering a different quest line, which also
That could be
changes
it, yeah.
But even if you're familiar with the area, sometimes you won't see an exit portal. Which is one of my favorites. Just sounds super happy. I think we gotta put it in. Need some dungeon.
That's that Laura always uses 3 characters: a shielder, destroyer, or
Usually
hunter.
The hunter, yeah. Hunter's my like I think when I was in the really high levels, I was using shielder exclusively.
Yeah.
And when he got hurt, I switched to the hunter because she could cover for the defense that he was giving. With her speed. And she was still pretty powerful, and then once I hit fever mode, it's straight up destroyer. And then the bishop was just hanging out on top.
Just for those assists.
Yeah, every
healing.
time I do the assist order, the team attack, she does a lot of healing. But I think if you throw her head out regularly, she just gives you a little bit of healing.
Yeah, you can do that too.
Or you rely heavily on level ups too, which is also what I do, because those will heal you also. Oh, my ghosts are here.
Nice. Congratulations, Burn, for beating Sand Jungle. Welcome to the difficult part of the game.
Welcome to the hard part.
Yeah.
I felt like when I first started playing, and I definitely hit Aqueduct, and I was like, why is this so hard? Sometimes changing up your team comp, even if it's not like changing it just for stat-wise, it's like maybe you have an item that you got that is actually better than maybe your current team comp.
Right.
Also just a good variety too.
Yeah.
If you want to just change up your playstyle.
Yeah, I think that is a huge part of it, you know, especially if you're in an Aqueduct and you want that aquatic damage or that water resistance. It could make a huge difference. Try using the blacksmith, because I think you unlock the blacksmith right after you beat the sand, right?
Yeah,
so
he's
yeah, so that's when the game really expects you to start paying attention to your enchantments and play around, you know, just a little bit with it at least, just to try to make it a little bit easier for you.
I think you set your stats change on it.
Yeah.
So if you need to respec your character, you should be able to do that, I think. I got my head. Okay. I saw my head fall off.
Yeah, the trainer is also, I think it unlocks after Aqueduct, I think?
Yes, it's a lot of people get unlocked really quickly, and then like every so often something new.
Yeah, yeah. Usually for after you unlock the dojo, you'll unlock more trader inventory. You can unlock more food. The blacksmith, you'll unlock more enchantments. So you only start out with a couple of enchantments that you can put onto empty slots of your gear in the beginning, but you can unlock more of those as you go through.
It only helped for like early game hard levels. And once I got used to, wait, once I got used to the level of ramping up to, I had the main four that I stick with now.
Right.
Occasionally I might switch it up, but I'm about to hit this through the wall. Yes.
Damn.
Walls don't exist in this world.
Oh no, the head.
Okay, no, he didn't take my head yet.
Okay, cool.
I hope we run into that cat that always looks like he's driving a bulldozer.
Treasure beast.
Yeah, I don't know if he's actually driving a bulldozer, but that's what I see it as.
I think it's a minecart.
Okay, it's yellow, so I immediately think bulldozer for some reason. He like wears a little crown too. It's pretty cute.
I love that the witch assist, the team assist. Just like that gigantic fireball that goes across.
Like you throw her again, and then it's just this big blue ball.
Yeah, you can just kind of go along with it.
Yeah, it'll start clearing things out in that direction.
Yeah.
It's got a green portal. Green portal's always good. When they're purple, it means you're running around in circles usually.
The classes are all available to you right at the beginning of the game. So, if you want to make them stronger, yeah, they give you 2 characters to use, but you can, once you finish the tutorial level, you can just recruit 2 more, and then, okay, this is a cool part, where you can kind of just keep being in fever mode.
Yeah, like if I run out of fever mode, I'll run back up there. I wish there was more enemies up there.
But yeah, so for the stats thing, if you want to increase the stats of your characters, that's when the dojo, after you unlock the dojo, I think it's after the aqueduct, then you get to increase their stats. So those 8 classes are the only 8 classes you can't upgrade them per se, like unlock skills or anything. All the skills are available to me. Oh, 15. That's the hardest it's been.
Oh, like the later levels, it starts ramping up really fast. Oh, I should not be the destroyer.
Oh boy. Oh wow, that's a lot of damage.
Okay, we're gonna use the power of teamwork.
Invincibility.
Yeah. I don't know what the boss is. It's behind me.
Oh,
okay, now we're fever mode. Now we can.
Alright.
I like doing. Oh, you're not the right one. This, and then just holding it.
When you're invincible.
Yeah, when you're invincible, I was the wrong way.
That's
like,
it's so powerful.
I had a level that was a 3 boss one, and then I hit fever mode, and I was like, wait, I should just try his power up move, because that one usually. I gotta check if there's any treasure chest here first. I don't think there is.
Every time.
Okay, but I in fever mode, since you're not taking any damage, I had 3 bosses, and I just casually strolled up to them and then held it down, and it would one-hit kill them. It was pretty good.
It's great. Like in levels, you can also do it in the air. So if you're going down, you can just jump down and then charge it as you're falling, and then just let it go once you hit the ground.
Cowardly anxious medical kid.
Oh.
These
triggered.
had a really long name for like one of the weapons. It just had like extra pluses on it too. I'm not sure what the pluses meant.
Yeah, you'll get the pluses is like, for example, if it's winged, if it's just winged without any pluses, it's basically small, like a small amount. You'll increase damage against winged enemies. But if it's plus, it'll be like medium, and plus is like the biggest.
Okay.
So if you see that, it just means that the more pluses there are, the stronger that enchantment is.
Does it ever have garbage plus? Does that ever happen?
I don't think so. I think there's only a couple of enchantments that are able to have plus.
That would be really upsetting. It's like, oh, it's garbage, but it's actually like advanced garbage.
Negative 50 damage, you actually feel enemies whenever you attack.
That would be awful. You know, I would have put it past this game to actually have that. Like, every hit you do heals an enemy and hurts yourselves. Go down this way. It's fine.
Yeah, I think someone said in our first stream that they would beat the game with only garbage items.
Good luck.
So, if you do that, definitely give you props.
One of my favorite moves is when he does when he rides the shield downwards.
Yeah.
Just, like, you can't really see it in like normal speed, but he's like a big face. He looks really excited. You can actually see it when you do the character recruit. They usually run through a couple character animations while you're looking at the character. I mean, he's one where he's riding the shield.
Yeah, I love the dumb faces.
You can also change the voices of your characters. I think there's 10 voices that you can pick from.
Yeah, 10. And it's the same for everyone, so...
Yeah. If you need that manly sounding maid or a dainty destroyer, you can switch their voices around. I think the 8 voices are part of the actual characters, and then like there's 2 extra.
Yeah.
I like that he throws his shield kind of at enemies as a weapon. Creepy mushrooms.
Oh, slow.
Too slow.
Oh yeah, the stat effects.
Yeah, you can see our status
really painful.
effect this way. Next to our not fever. Assist what's it called? the assist order meter thing.
Like the EX gauge?
Yeah, the blue, not blue, purple. God, I can't word right now.
Words are hard.
Yeah, the one that's purple while it's charging up. We have a status effect next to that. If you see an X next to it, you can see the foot.
The foot down.
But the X is the worst because you can't do.
It's like a silence, right?
Yeah, you're basically silence. You can't jump. Well, I think you can jump. You can't use any of your special moves. You can't use your team attack.
Yeah.
It's all bad.
Yeah, some of them last for a really long time.
Like I use my team
Super
attack
annoying.
to escape things too.
Oh yeah.
So when that's blocked out, I'm just like stuck. It's like snails. Go away, snails. We're gonna just deal with all that because I don't want to deal with that. Your shell won't protect you.
Has anybody been able to get to the last level yet?
Yeah, has anyone seen the last level? I haven't seen the last level, and it actually scares me.
Oh yeah. So, like the bosses in the early levels, they're just kind of bigger versions of certain monsters.
Yeah.
And they get kind of bigger, so you're like, oh cool, that looks really interesting, and then it gets bigger and bigger.
Oh yeah,
and
they're huge at some point.
Yes, they really start ramping it up after a while. So
like even
good luck.
Just the end of level bosses. They're pretty small right now actually. But soon it's like you're fighting your mid-level bosses are your previous actually like full boss that was at the end of the whole area. So like I've seen the gigantic bee a couple times already. He's appeared just during the level. And I think he was a minor boss in another level. Which way are we talking? Oh, yeah, we are. Anywhere there's an encounter is the right way to go. Cool. It'll show up soon.
Okay, so.
Okay, sorry. We're supposed to announce it. The poll's gonna be going up apparently. Not the poll's just gonna go up and then we're gonna announce it.
It's going up.
Yeah, we're gonna put the poll up right where it shouldn't be. Okay. I don't know if I can move that, but I'm gonna pretend that I can see behind that. But yeah, vote on which game you'd like to see on Thursday. You can vote by just, I think, entering a number into chat. It's a Twitch chat poll specifically too, so I'm sorry if you're on Facebook, but you are welcome to vote on Twitch if you head over there too. Let's see, I think we've got like our Remaker Neo Atlas. That's a great game. The Liar Princess and the Blind Princess is really cute. We haven't streamed that one in, I think, since it came out actually. It's pretty quick game. But last time we played it, we split up the Joy-Cons and attempted to save our prince that way. It didn't go very well several times. That's what happens when one person controls the movement, one person controls holding his hand.
Yeah.
But if you haven't seen that game, it's really cute. We also have Princess Guide.
Oh, so much about a Princess Guide. Yes!
Yeah. Jon also worked on the Princess Guide. So that's another cool like hack and slash, kind of similar, a little bit similar character style. Not as big. Well, they do have big heads. But yeah, a game about a couple different princesses, different fighting styles per princess, and just kind of making your way through their different stories.
Yeah, it's a really fun story, but it's definitely more story-oriented than Lapis.
Yeah,
more strategic gameplay, but a lot of fun.
We got Killer 7, which I played a little bit of that before when we streamed that. It's a real trippy game, I'll tell you that. I don't think I can make it.
Glad you liked it, Gamerhead podcast and Twin World.
And then we have our Future Maker and... I already said them all. Yeah. But yeah, let us know what you want to see. I totally can even see it. There we go. I'm gonna wait for that to kind of dissipate. Even though I really want that treasure chest.
Barely contain yourself.
I was really debating
over.
it. I was like, let's go for it. I think I can take the hit. I'm pretty tanky right now. Oh, that blue light there. I hate you, man. I hate you because you're blocking me. Just die. There we go. Okay, we're not gonna go that way. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Just gonna get encountered quick.
All in one tiny
Low
spot.
on our time bank here, which makes me a little bit nervous because I don't actually know where I am. But we do have an arrow now. So we're gonna try to follow the other. Here we go. There are some levels where I do get lost a lot. And it's, I repeatedly get lost in the same levels.
Yeah.
Sucks.
Ooh, a
It
lot
looks
of
like
votes
so
for the
weird.
princess games.
Yeah, it's the liar
People like the
princess guide.
princesses. Okay, well, you asked. We're gonna make more princess games. I
Yeah.
don't know.
I like that the titles are similar. I get them confused all the time. Like we played Labyrinth of Refrain last stream Tuesday, and of course we're playing Lapis at Labyrinth this stream, so it's a lot of similar names sometimes. It gets only a little bit confusing. I need the slime to go away now.
Alliance Alive. Looking forward to that game. It's gonna be really cool.
Yes, that one is
In production.
in production.
Yep.
It's a pretty fun game. It's relaxing, I feel like.
Oh yeah,
I
it's a
haven't
lot of
actually
fun.
played much of
Yeah.
it. I've seen it.
The gameplay is really good. I think it's, when we're talking about turn-based games, it's got a lot of depth to it. There's a lot of strategy elements. You can have formations of characters. You can equip any weapon to any character. It's got that kind of unique class system where all the classes are kind of muddled, but all the characters in the story is pretty nice.
They do have one specific scene I remember where I know you kind of like try to get people to join up with you and make an alliance. Yeah. And I swear there's a group of penguins. That,
Yes.
Oh, my dude died.
Lots of penguins in that game.
And there's just like they're just hiding out in this little like ice cave, and you can talk to them. And I think you quest for them, and they are the most adorable penguins I've ever seen. Like I'm sorry, Prinny, but
Yeah.
they were really cute.
Yeah.
I think the character design in general is just adorable.
For sure. You can actually play as a penguin in that game.
Oh, that makes me happy.
Yeah, he's like a tanky guy. It's really funny, yeah.
Oh, nice. I know there's that bunny thing that you can ride.
Yeah, the snow around it.
I thought I died, but I went through the portal. I got really scared for a second.
Oh,
I like
wow.
the snow bunny.
So many votes of Princess Guide.
Yeah, we can definitely crack that one out. It's been a while since we played that. We did play through I think 3 of the princesses already, since there's 4 total, but we haven't played Alpana because I'm bad at playing her. But we'll probably end up playing her. She's got a little bit more of a skill curve in the way she fights.
Yeah. The story is definitely a lot more serious than the other princesses.
She's
No spoilers, but
interesting.
yeah, no spoilers.
Like,
But for those of you guys who've beaten the game with Alpana, you'll know what I'm talking about.
I somehow lost my other head too.
Oh no! Oh, 2 people did.
You know what? I blame Sahil for putting the vote right here. I wasn't here before. It was up in the corner last time.
You can almost see half of the enemies.
Yeah. Well, no, you usually can't see them anyways. I wish I had the bishop. Okay, we're just gonna like straight up. Oh, there he is!
Oh,
There's the
treasure
cat!
beast.
Oh, I beat him up.
Okay, you got an item. Got something.
Got no heads for you to steal because I'm running out. Get out of here. I really hope that the destroyer isn't the last one I have alive because it's too much damage so fast. I think once we move this up, we can kind of see. We should have the thing the exit portal.
Oh, 6 votes for Princess Guide. Faith in humanity.
No bias there.
No bias whatsoever, but Princess Guide is the best.
Yeah, Princess Guide, best princess guide.
Yep.
I gotta. Okay, my arrow is upwards, which is hard to see sometimes. We just want to leave now. We're gonna try to beat this level as fast as possible because I'm losing heads, and Destroyer doesn't have any health left. But I am actually gonna use my Healy candy. I think I equipped that.
27. I don't know. You
my candy. That's
might as well
all
eat
the
all of
candy I
it.
got.
27.
I needed to buy
quite
the,
a jump.
The other candy. There's
Well,
Which
I
one?
don't know.
I don't
You guys
know
think
the
you're gonna
bosses.
win? You guys think that Laura's gonna make? Oh!
Oh no!
No!
I lost it. No!
Oh, no.
Leave me alone. Give me my guy back.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
I
that one's
somehow-
27. That went up really quickly.
I lost two characters before without even realizing it.
Yep.
Like I knew I was gonna lose one of them, but
Thanks, Sahil.
yeah.
You already know
for
Princess
putting the
Guide
boat
is gonna
in.
win.
Yeah, you can take the boat down now. Get your boats in now, because I needed to leave. Okay, I'm actually gonna swap up the team comp because I do need to do that. I'm gonna go back to my main.
For specs.
Yeah. Oh, okay, we're gonna go to the original. Actually, I'm going to put Hunter on top of that head just in case. The heads do get swapped around a lot when you're jumping, so it's not guaranteed they'll stay in that order.
Someone is telling you to use the maid.
Use the maid. Let's see. We're gonna start equipping some stuff. Fatal Justice. That sounds good. All right.
Sounds strong.
This is how I equip things when I need to beat something real fast. Oh wait, I like that there's a crown here. With
If only we could see the
damage taken by 50%.
Ooh.
That's
really good.
Yeah, I'll use that one. Safe. It's a safe crown.
Mm-hmm.
I need to actually take some of these off. I'm gonna trust that I don't need candy, so I can start equipping other things. I'm gonna put some armor in here, and then we're gonna have to remove a couple other things because I value armor above other things. Okay, well, I'll just take off this one. This is the burning one. We don't need the burning one. Nothing's on fire here.
Right. Another interesting thing is that the stats for the armors and the weapons, it carries over to all your characters, so you don't necessarily need to put your best weapon on your favorite character.
Yeah.
You can just have, it's just the accumulated stats of all your gear, and then that applies to all of your characters at once. So even if you have no equipment on one character, but a whole bunch of other equipment on your other characters, it'll still make that character as strong.
Total serious mode as I walk into that wall and didn't realize it. I gotta see if the squeed is I need this. I know there's a similar creature to the squeed too. Like, I don't know if it's a crack. It has a tenty.
Yes.
It for sure has a tenty. That's how I remember it.
For sure has a tenty.
Yeah, because there's definitely there's a squeed tenty and then there's the kraken tenty. We're gonna double that one.
Need for Squeed. That's right. Hey, thanks for pre-ordering, Maka, or ordering.
Yeah, enjoy that. It'll be a good time.
Capacity for loot gear, you have a limit. Like it's called gear cost. I think that's what you're talking about. But you can't. The rarer an item is, the more costs it's gonna have. And you can't equip beyond that limit, but you can increase the maximum gear cost limit that you can have through the trader.
It just costs a lot of money sometimes.
Right, it costs some materials and money, so... Yep.
I always think those general lava.
Well, inventory. I don't think you have an inventory limit.
Yeah, I think it just keeps giving it to you.
I don't remember.
I'm actually not sure because I've gotten to the higher levels without really selling anything. However, you can sell your stuff if you like it. Like all the weapons you gather, you can sell them. I start selling off like the 1-star stuff because I'm never using that again.
It's hard to manage with all of those also.
Yeah, but you can also select multiple when you're selling because it's the trader that you sell to, I think.
Yeah.
There's a button. I know it's the triangle button on PlayStation 4, the my X button. That makes it a little easier to sell a mass amount of stuff at once.
Yeah, trading in stuff for materials is super good. Those materials start getting really scarce once you're upgrading all your weapons and just mass upgrading your enchantments. Like if you're gonna have a different weapon or different armor for every place, like if you want to have an aquatic armor, if you want to have a fire armor, then it starts adding up. Oh no, shoulder.
We're gonna leave it down there. Wait, my shielder died. I didn't even realize my shielder died.
That happens.
This is what happens when you like zone out while you're playing and you're like, oh wait,
Yeah.
why do I only have 3 heads?
Yeah.
It's okay. We're gonna do fine. Is this the boss
6.
level?
Still safe. This is the same level, right?
I
don't know.
This is my strat when I need to get through things real fast. I just run away from everything. save up your
and just keep running.
Yeah.
Yes, you start coming up with some pretty weird strategies.
Yeah. Mine's called run away.
Yeah, I think later on once it starts getting harder, that's kind of one of the only ways to do it.
I also do it when I don't want to deal with going through an entire level again because I die multiple times.
Yeah. Just like,
It's a bad place to be. They put you right in a. There's little edges right where you land, which makes it hard to get out of that area. And then they have all these dragons fire at you at once. Where are we going? Let's go down here.
Can you see the bar?
Now we're yeah. I think we need
Almost
like maybe
there.
one or two more. Oh, I don't like spikes. Spikes do too much damage.
Ouch.
I have the bishop. I just have to remember to use her. Don't think I can go up here.
Yeah. One of the items, I forgot which one it was, but one of the candies that you buy at the trader does allow you to revive a character in between floors.
Oh, that would be
Yeah, that one's
super useful.
Yeah, that one's very good.
I always love the candy because I like how it looks.
Yeah.
I just like collecting it for some reason.
I don't remember which one it was. Could be the chocolate.
I might have that one on the too. There we go. I'm gonna take that one just because I want it. I want the treasure chest. Leave. We should be on the boss level now, which should be okay. We have 3 heads instead of 2, and I'm not gonna die immediately this time. Oh,
Yeah, there are a couple of menus that you can do kind of the same thing in.
I saw that
in the
treasure
home
chest
screen.
fall down. It wasn't a chest, it was a mimic. If you see a treasure chest fall from the air and not pop up from the ground, that isn't green, that's probably a mimic. Oops.
I always like to kill mimics. Sometimes they have good items in it.
I like how they look. They have like stubby legs,
Yeah.
and they just kind of like run after you.
Right. Yeah, because the characters don't really have levels, per se. Like, you do get the stats from the dojo, but equipment is definitely one of the most important things. And not just how strong it is, but what the enchantments are, and for what situations you use them.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, aquatic for this level, I think Laura's doing really well because she's using a couple pieces of gear with aquatic, or at least...
I switched them up a little
okay.
bit. I don't remember what actually is equipped to me right now.
Or there are a lot of flying enemies here, so she.
Yeah, there was a
she's
flying
using,
thing.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Straight up there. And then maybe this will lead us? Oh yeah, it's gonna lead us. Oh wait, if we have fever mode, we have to kill everything. That. These dragons don't mess with us. I like when they fall to the ground.
Yeah. I think if you like hit them and do the down attack in the air
Yeah.
on a flying enemy, it'll like spike them to the floor, which is pretty cool.
Oh no! I fell through the car. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you
like-
can also control the direction of your assist attacks
Uh-huh.
by pressing it in direction with the circle or A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute, which one to circle?
Yeah.
Okay, we still have 3 heads, and now we should be at the boss level? I can't. Oh yeah, there we go. We're gonna get away from that and just go straight for the boss.
Yeah, the gunner is very tricky to use close range, just because his attacks don't really have a lot of splash damage, and they don't go through enemies like the melee characters' attacks do. They just kind of hit everything that's in the vicinity. But the gunner's bullets just stop on impact, which makes it pretty hard to deal with close range enemies, or a lot of enemies at once. But yeah,
Where's the boss?
nice.
Knocked him
Spike him
down.
down onto the ground.
Spike him down
There's
and
that.
slap him with a sword. That's how you deal with levels that you can't beat. Just kidding. I always mix the jump button with throwing.
So why would A be jump?
All the different games I play, it's
Just
confusing.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
is there... Oh, just kidding, didn't want to go down there. Just double checking. There's no treasure chest here, right? Okay, no. I'm gonna accept that I only get 3, probably
All the
because I died.
colors, yes. This level is very blue, but there's green is the first level, yellow is the second area, blue, and then
The
red.
ravine next? Or the... Not the... Is it not the ravine? I forgot what it's called. I thought it was the flying area. Okay, now we get to
Cool.
the actual hard level. Oh, the mayor. She's off the lunch boxes.
She's so cute.
She's so excited. Okay, we're gonna double check to see if we have any optimized equipment.
I really wish this game had English voices.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, I do have the wing stuff on him. And then Ghost?
Ghost level. Oh yeah, there is a ghost level. I forgot about that one. I think that one's one of my least favorite because of all the status effects.
We're gonna leave it on that one probably because the ghost one was common, but oh, what you got?
Oh, I like that. The
shuriken?
Yeah, like the enchantments with the special abilities that come out.
Let's use that one because that one will launch knives out. I had I think a boomerang that was coming out of the other girl. So we're at 40, so we're gonna leave it at that. Get some extra damage with our destroyer, and then oh no, I'm here. Stopped her. Go to super scary boss level.
All right, there it is. Hopefully it's a squeed.
Hopefully, if it's not a squeed, it's fine. I'll be upset. It's okay. One day, if we keep streaming Lapis, we'll eventually hit a squeed. I don't like these mini guys because they always roll away from me and I chase after them. Okay, we got rid of them. I tried to block over there, but they don't realize that I can shoot through walls.
Underestimated.
Yeah, I underestimated my disregard for all the walls around me. I would still get it anyway, but that's not the point. Alright, let's see what's this. Half the time I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. I'm just going to places that seem new. Or I'm using a portal. Just because the portal seems new. That's where it came from. I tried to use that.
Oh, there's attack. The daggers coming out. That's really cool. I think it'll be really good on Hunter, and you can just keep launching them with the quick attacks.
Yeah, that would be nice because like she has a lot of really quick moves. The destroyer's actually pretty slow.
Yeah, I think that'll really help the gunner also, like, because his melee or his range attacks don't hit a lot of enemies. So I think it'll really help kind of add like extra projectiles to his attacks.
Oh, look at all these slimes! This is just like a fountain of coins here.
Yeah, I think Gunner is hard to use in the beginning, but once you get the right enchantments on him, he could be really good.
Yeah.
You have to experiment a little bit.
It's kind of funny because when you do his combo of normal attacks, he does fall down. That's like part of his animation. He's just kind of falls over. It's not the squeed, but it's the they still have tenties. Octopus tenties. I'll lose my destroyer here if I'm not careful. There's too many of them.
Look at all those.
The squeed looks like this, but it's a squeed. If that made sense. It's okay.
It's like blue and it's lighter blue.
It looks like a big squid head, you know, the squid shape. It has the same tenties.
Gotta replay the level again.
Yeah. I'm still satisfied with that.
Kraken.
Yeah.
Oh, 5 chests.
Wow.
Spoiled.
It's because I beat him so fast. But cool, we get to check out the next area. It is gonna get harder. That's something to look forward to.
Anybody beat the game yet? Let us know.
Yeah. It's like you can kind of get through the game to a certain point, and then you gotta grind. I think this is our dojo.
Teacher, dojo.
Dojo. Let's go check out the dojo. Slowly filling out our town. I get ripped as heck.
Yep. The dojo will let you increase the stats of your adventures.
I'm gonna grab my quest first just to kind of peek what the next level's gonna be.
Yeah, especially for Destroyer, who has a third of the HP as Fielder, it might be good to get some. Okay,
so we're in the ravine.
Fiber's ravine.
Which is a lot of flying stuff in there, I believe.
Good thing you have those.
Yeah.
Right, there you go.
Let's try our hunter. So we've got, what is this? Increase like HP, increase fire resistance, water resistance.
You have a lot of elixirs, so you have 600
Yes.
almost.
I'm
So
gonna
that'll allow you to
actually
do quite a bit.
upgrade a couple of these. Get some winged attack up, maybe get my HP up, base attack up. These aren't super important for me right now, because we are going to go into a winged attack area.
Right.
I'm going to do that again. And then let's go do our shielder, because he's going to need extra damage too.
Oh,
I ran out of
that's
money
it.
too. Now we gotta go get money. It costs a lot of money to do things in this game.
The inn, when you unlock the inn, all that does is it allows you to recruit 8 more adventures. So you start with 8 slots, but after you get the dojo, you might actually have characters that are different, even though they're the same class. So, for example, for Shielder, you might have a lot of health or resistance, but you could also have another Shielder that specializes in damage. So, for that reason, actually, I don't know why you want to do that, but
You know, just
Yeah.
4 shielders.
yeah. So the inn allows you to recruit 8 more characters for a total of 16.
Here.
Ooh, that's close.
Did it. I suppose if you're running into similar enemies, you could spec a character against them and
Yeah.
have them around in case you need. You know,
That's
to
a good
kill, like,
idea.
slime.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So there's definitely there's a slime boss, and he is nice.
Yeah.
Maybe for like bosses or something. I do that.
Yeah, because I think the more you can't just endlessly, even if you have the materials and the money to do it, you can't just endlessly train one person. So you can't just have like max stats on one person.
Yeah.
There is a limit on it that can be reset, but yeah.
I like the
Pinwheel
color
attack.
that,
Yeah.
the hunter has on her. It's red and blue.
Yeah, it's really great.
Nice.
Good thing you
Something
bought all that
yeah.
flying damage.
I think the shielder, does he have the actual flying damage weapon, and then I spec the
yeah.
hunter so that she can roll damage against them.
Right.
They're my main damage skill.
And you notice while the stats do apply to your whole party for all the gear that you equip for your team, the passives don't. So if you have a passive that does one thing, it's only going to do it for one character. So for the destroyer, Laura put like the knives thing, the projectiles that come out whenever he attacks. That doesn't happen on our characters. So if you want a certain character to be able to do that, you gotta find an item that has it.
Could you do the enhancements to book the item if you have that?
You can embed certain enchantments. You can't embed any enchantment. So I know some of them you can't. Oh, you left a head behind.
Oh no, my head! Oh, I didn't even see that. That was believable.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to spot.
Yeah, they're just like really tiny and bouncy.
Yeah. I think ultimately, if you want some of the best, more unique enchantments, you gotta find them.
Alright, let's leave this area. I do like the color contrast on this level. I think the most, the orange and the kind of gray blue.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, good. We're at danger level 8, and this is the first
Not bad.
first quest of this area.
Won't be as bad as 27 though.
Yeah,
Crazy.
we're not gonna get any more portals for a little bit, just for personal reasons.
Yeah. The danger levels, they kind of. Oh, the yellow doors and red doors. Yellow doors are regular, so every time you go down a floor, the danger level will increase. Yellow ones will increase it by a little bit, and red ones will increase it by a lot. So if you want it to be really difficult, go through a red portal. But if you don't want it to be that difficult, don't hit all the purple crystals.
Yeah. Like regardless if you want to go through a red or a yellow, if you hit all the purple ones, you're going through a red.
Yeah.
So you can keep track of how many you have down
Yeah, it's
here.
the bar.
It's not up right now, but it shows kind of the progression of how many you have, and you can tell when like one more will make it full, basically.
Right.
Telling us a little bit about the ravine. His voice makes me laugh. I don't know why.
Yeah,
to...
I think early on it's a decent idea to go through red doors, because you get more items at the end. So
Definitely do it for like past levels
yeah,
too.
but once it gets really hard though, like Laura just happened upon a level 20, danger level 27, and that was really hard. So yeah.
They knock your heads off sometimes. Oh, hey guys.
Lots more flying.
I'm just gonna one-hit things from now on. Can you combos when you one-hit stuff?
So satisfying.
Hits. This music always makes me frantic too, and I know it's I did pause it during fever mode. The music does loop,
Right.
so it doesn't always. If you end up pausing the game and you're in fever mode, the music ending isn't gonna line up with when the fever mode actually ends, because it's just looped after that point.
Yeah.
They count like pausing it sometimes. That's up to you if you want to pause the game.
Don't pause the game.
But it feels like your fever mode will end before it should if you end up pausing it for whatever reason. It's just something to be aware of.
Or if you're a psychopath, you go, oh, they're gonna...
Oh, it's good. It's gone now.
If you're a weirdo, you can just get into fever mode, pause the game, and go to sleep, listen to fever mode while you sleep.
Just work out a little or something. It's a very high energy music. I didn't realize my destroyer was dead, but now he's dead. That's okay. We didn't need him where we were going. I'll get rid of all these bees.
How long stream? We're gonna be playing until 6:30.
Yeah, so we have another 15 minutes about. We're gonna try not to die. We already lost one head, but that's okay. There is items we can use that buff our attack when we use heads, which sounds really good right now. Which gives you a little bit more like head.
Yeah, there's a different enchantment for each level, so you can increase your damage if you have all your heads, 3, 2, or 1. It's pretty specific, but yeah, maybe someone's found a good use for a buff like that.
Sprint to our angle here. Wait, I need to close up. Those the slightly greenish tinged ones will destroy themselves if you destroy one of them, which is a good like gem farm basically. However, they only get destroyed if you're in the vicinity of them. Once you like, if there's a bunch of different green blocks, you only see them get destroyed when you actually see them on screen.
Yeah.
So I always try to jump around them like super. Oh, we're just gonna leave.
Oh,
we're not gonna deal with that.
That was
I try to follow the blocks as they're getting destroyed, so I get maximum gems out of them when it's fever mode. That was real scary at the end there. I'm also on fire. You see our heads on fire. That's funny.
I'm burning.
Yeah.
Ouch. Ooh, 5 damage. Second.
Oh no.
That hurts.
We're gonna probably throw our bishop up to get. Oh, just kidding. We don't need our bishop. We're just gonna destroy everything. Hunter's the destroyer. I can't tell what's going on, but that's fine.
Not as much range, but
there you go. She's pretty quick at moving sideways though, which is what I like. Especially if you get body blocked by those characters that are always blocking things. Hunter's pretty good for sliding right out of that.
Reviving a character, if a character dies, you won't be able to use it for the rest of the level. But after the level, they'll revive. So they're not dead permanently, just for the stage.
And if you end up losing all your heads and you end up just as a treasure chest, technically you can get one character back. It's not very easy.
Yeah, it's
I've done it
pretty
like
hard.
once.
Yeah, you definitely need those enchantments that make it faster.
Yeah.
But it's pretty hard to return once everybody dies.
You gotta like huddle into a corner and hope nothing hits you while like 50 enemies come after you.
Penalties, I don't think there are penalties for losing character. There might be something score related. I don't think so.
I'm just gonna fall down here.
There is also candy that you can buy from the trader that will revive your characters between floors. So that one is really super useful. There's also ones that remove status effects, which later on it becomes more useful. Especially for the silence ones that last for a really, really long time. I think there's one that just, it's like the burning or poison, but it hurts you a lot more and it lasts like basically
one of the
until the character
poisons,
dies.
yeah, will just literally kill you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if you switch your head.
Right.
You're going to die.
Yeah.
It's they kind of look like these little bee nests here, but they're smaller in the
Yeah.
or the ancient city level. It's one of the two. They're kind of next to each other. One's a city, one's a looking area. But the fever mode. The second you blow up one of those like plant things on the ground and it like releases a bunch of white gas. If you touch it, you're dead. That head is dead.
Yeah.
You just kind of switch your heads off. Either restart or continue on. And then there's there's also the creature that stuns you for like ever, and it keeps stunning you, and then the second you're stunned, you realize like, oh, well, that was nice knowing this head. Like the stun lasts for like it feels like 10 seconds, which doesn't sound that long, but when you're playing and everything's attacking you at once, and then immediately when you're done being stunned, if you're still like right in front of it, which you usually are, it stuns you again. It sucks. Don't get cornered by monsters. I think that's the thing that happens. These are spiders, but I always thought they were like crabs for some reason. I don't know why.
They're like really fat spiders.
Yeah. I don't know why I thought they were crabs.
Oh, there's that big bee.
Yeah, oh no, there goes that big bee.
Goodbye.
And then the nest is gonna shoot more. But ready for the nest. Treasure chest. I think I let him make me for a little bit once. I was trying to get a screenshot specifically for it, but I just thought it was funny because it was just slowly hopping after me. I don't think it was like, I'm not sure if it was actually walking, but I think it was just literally hopping. It's so cute. Oh, I'm stuck.
Yeah, that guy bites you.
Yeah, it's like a
Fingers.
floor trap almost.
Right.
Thank you. It was a delay on the blocks exploding there because I actually ran away from it first.
Bam.
You're not destroyer. That knife I shot out. Shot one of them ahead of time too, which is kind of nice. These blocks that fall though, or move, they throw me off. Oh, there's the cat guy. Oh, there he goes.
Some free gems.
I feel bad when I destroy him. I don't know why. I feel like he's kind of just minding his own business. Oh, we made it. Okay.
Nice.
A lot of spikes on that floor. Getting the danger level up there. 12? That's not too bad.
Is the boss stage?
I don't know. Probably. Oh, it is.
Oh, yep.
Oh, we got that weird thing again. Boss is brown.
Oh, it's
the
that,
trap.
Yeah, it's the mouth trap.
Come on, mouth trap, let's go. I'm gonna hold them off. Here. I don't care if you trap me. There we go.
Nice.
That's what you get. Hiding in the ground. Oh, I hurt myself getting off the ledge there.
You did pretty well, even for the fourth world. So.
I'm just gotta check if there's a treasure chest. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. No. Oh, it would have been right there too. That's okay. We'll leave. I'm only getting 3 now. Am I on fire? What is this trail that's following me? Or is that my treasure chest?
Bishop really keeping you alive now, huh?
Yeah. The assist order will eliminate mostly everything, but then the bishop at least will also throw out healing at the same time.
Yeah, because a lot of times you might not need 4 different damage dealers, so it just kills everything anyways.
Alright, So I think we can probably fit in one more level. And then the stream will probably be pretty much concluded by then. Got pretty far in this one. We got about an area and a half through everything, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Aqueduct,
Back
my
on water.
favorite.
Maybe you'll see Squid. Probably not though.
Maybe.
It's like boss.
Sometimes he's a squeak. I'm gonna die. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
That was close.
I don't like bouncing. There's too many. They keep making more little slides and then they keep bouncing.
You have like the spikes in each one. They're just all over the screen.
I don't like it. Okay, I'll get the hunter going. You're the hunter. You're also not the hunter. Where's my hunter?
Oh no.
There she goes. Oh, here. Oh, cool. Now we can destroy everything. Oh, do I have to actually make my way there? I used to have the save file.
You guys will have a stream and then just be Laura playing the same level over and over again.
Showing up the Squeed. Well, I want to find the Squeed with more ease. The super strong. These snails look very happy flowers for eyes. It's kind of creepy. Let's go this way, hopefully. Oh, missed that. That's fine. We're just gonna fall all the way down. Activate all of those. We should be pretty close to the exit.
Just by how this game looks, I would say it's very therapeutic of a game.
Yeah,
Like once you get into it, it's just very relaxing. You know?
I like seeing the monsters explode. I'm gonna leave that there, just 'cause I don't want to die.
This is very vertical level.
Like it's almost like you're collecting a bunch of stuff too, which
Yeah.
feels therapeutic for some reason.
Right.
I like seeing my money go up. This is good.
Yeah, I think a lot of people like. It's like, well, you know, what's your therapeutic game? People are like, oh, I like Journey, and I like Subnautica, like those kind of games. And then you have this game, which is just, you know, epileptic, but
Gem overload.
yeah, but really once you get used to it, everything feels good, and then you just kind of getting into the groove of just getting items, going to levels.
I want that big meat. Oh no. I think the hunter is one of the best characters for doing flying battles too.
You can also throw your characters up in the air, like if you're using characters that don't have a lot of air attacks.
Yeah.
So when you combine a directional input with assist.
I'm just gonna go down. No, I want to come up. Throw the hunter up.
Yeah. And show the attack. Using your characters for range attacks.
We're done.
Oh, ouch.
We use our healer to kill everything from now on. Oh, I don't like being a character.
It would definitely be a huge nightmare if you, every time the gems would drop, you could like run around and pick them up.
Oh no, I would do that too. Like I can't leave them there.
Yeah.
And then Princess Guide, they have the coins that
drop
fall
them
onto the
down.
ground, and like even when I was trying to speedrun the game, I had the need to go over and grab them though. Like I can't leave them there. I need them. The same thing happened in Jon and Laura when I was getting chased by I think it was Mr. Kodawari. He's a really gross looking thing with big scissors, and he wants your hands and feet for some reason, or like neck. I don't know. He wants parts of your body, but you shouldn't give it to him. And he was chasing me, but I saw something shiny on the ground. I had to pick it up, but of course I had my inventory full,
Oh man.
so I couldn't even pick it up.
Did you get your limbs cut off?
I didn't. I made it through there, but Sandy was not happy that I stopped trying to get that coin.
That's a really scary game.
I think the guy who the game director who worked on Lapis, didn't he work on Jon and Laura too?
Yeah, he probably worked. Yeah, he did work on it.
Yeah.
But this is Lapis is the first game that Ikano-san was the director for.
Yeah, he's had so many jobs.
Yes,
He had like
he does a lot of things.
character design and level design and some other programming things.
Yeah, as you can tell, there was a lot of heart put into this game.
Yeah.
For sure. So
Like he said he wasn't the only one working on it.
Yeah, he wasn't the only one working on it.
Yeah, but he did so many jobs. They had to double check that he wasn't the only one working on it.
The small game, it's not, you know, by no means is it one of our bigger games, and by no means is it like really story heavy. You know, it's not that deep or anything, but it is. I'd say it's fun, lighthearted fun. Yeah, that's really it. That's really all it has to be.
Like the character design is amazing, I think, and the monster design. Yeah. The mechanics are super easy to pick up.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters, like concept characters that they went through when they're in concepting phases. I think there was a shaman.
Yeah.
There was like an actual healer class. Like the bishop is kind of a healer, but she's kind of like spear also.
Yeah.
Like there's a healer. There was a lancer, so she had a spear. Like actually not like a spear, like a lance.
Yeah.
Like one of those ones that you have when you're riding a horse. Like this huge one. And I think she might have had a shield too, but there's a lot of really interesting characters.
What is that? And then if you have the limited edition, you should have some of the concept art in the what's it called, the journal? Or
It's the mayor's photo album.
Yeah.
My photo album, yeah. So it's like from the perspective of the mayor, and it's like a montage of the photos that she has of all the monsters, the different areas, and it has
in there.
Yeah, all the characters. I think their skills are there. And then, of course, it has the concept characters, which is really cool.
I need to get out of here. It's getting really confusing now. Oh wait, keeper button.
Perma here, there you go.
Okay, how do I get out of here? I'm like lost.
So much down.
That's not the word. No, I'm stuck here too. Okay, no, we're gonna go.
I think that was right.
This way. But okay, we're almost. Should
1 minute.
Okay, we have a.
Oh no. Oh no.
No, it's so blocked there. I was over here. Wait, we can stand this way. We're not gonna meet Dungeon Ghost. He's to stay away. Just kidding. We have an encounter. I think once we get through that portal.
got it.
Alright. Well, we are at 6:30, so we'll probably call it here. Next week on Tuesday, we will be playing Princess Guide. I want to say we'll be playing Alpana, but of course, if you guys really want like Veronica, or Veronica's the best. she's the best princess in my opinion. But anyways, we will be playing Princess Guide. Maybe you'll be back if you'd like to join us. Yeah, Jon will give some
Let us
insight,
know
hopefully.
if you want to see both of us back.
Yeah. I'll be back regardless. This is what I do.
Yeah, and hopefully you guys who've beaten the game already.
Yeah.
Then
let us know
we'd
in
love to
Discord
hear your insight too.
if anyone
what
beats
you think.
Phantom Ghost.
Let
me know. I need to know if that's possible.
Yeah, and if anybody beats Lapis, just the game, at least to the last boss. I won't say anything about it.
Let's know how that goes.
But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff ahead of you guys for this game. Really hope you guys enjoy it.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it a lot.
But anyways, have a great rest of the week, guys. You look for our social media. We're gonna try to get that giveaway up sometime next week, and then on social media we'll post when that's happening, and we'll probably call it out a lot in Twitch, anyways. Right. But yeah, we're gonna sign off. Join us next week for the Princess Guide.
Thanks for joining us, guys.